The duck is back. The duck is back. That's a fact. Looking sharp. Hold my fat stomach in. You can see I've had got my new what was it? Wall shaver into action, and had a bit of a prune up, which is good. This morning I just wanted to show you guys what I've been doing in my house in our house in Apotiki, and because I've actually got to a point where I'm gonna start putting lining on, and then once I put the lining on, you can't see all that amazing work that I did. Anyway, without further ado, I will show you around. So this is looking out. This is the back wall. So you could see that new timber up the top there. That's where. So the whole back of this house we had to rebuild, because it was quicker to rip it down and rebuild it than what it was to actually try and repair it. They'd built it all out of untreated timber and the water got into it. But what happened, what I'm trying to show you here, is that beam up here goes from there right through to the end there. Builder Bob put that in. That was completely missing. They chopped it out. And then if you can see up there where the roof joins onto the beam, well, before they had it nailed to a weatherboard, because that was the original outside of the house. You see over there, the weatherboards came through, and they just nailed all those onto the weatherboard. So anyway, it got re-altered. This is the old wash house. Not the wash house. Hot water cylinder. You're all going to get deja vu now when I turn that. And this is where I took the floor out here. That's where the old chimney used to be here. Went right up into the roof, where they butchered the roof. So what I've decided to do is put the hot water cylinder in over here into this new new setup here. I was wondering if I can change it. So that's a new cupboard I've made. And if you're ever thinking about getting into doing some of this work, invest in one of these, right? And you'll be like, what is it, Duck? This is what they call an air saw. It's I bought it for the workshop. Comes out with these little short blades, and I found out that these big hacksaw blades go into it. And what it does is it allows you. So if you wanted to take these timbers off this wall and you wanted to keep these, take this off. Like I just stripped this whole wall out and put this new framing in, and this is how I done it. You see. and I just get this thing. Where do I have it? And it just literally slides in like so. You can imagine it's on the air compressor, you know, and you literally just go down and you chop all the nails off on the inside, and you can actually cut down through here and cut the nails off, so it just pulls apart without breaking anything. You can see here I've replaced all the timber in this wall. It only had 2 sticks of 4x2, and when I say this wall here, because you can see I've chopped the hole in it for the doorway. This is going to be the new hot water cupboard. Yeah. So this is going to be the service door to the hot water cupboard in there. I'll show you when I just really wanted to show my dad was a builder. I done lots of building with him, and then I had another mate I went into a building business with, built with him for a while, and then I walked away from it, and I gave him the business and went back into mechanicking. Building just bores me to tears. Anyway. But I am enjoying this now. This is into the lounge. You can see here where I've repaired the floor. This was a big fireplace, corner fireplace. And what I've done is I've rebuilt this wall, okay? So in the olden days, this is the way they used to do it. They used to put the stud in there. All these dark ones are the original studs, you see. But then they'd had no nogs. They had none of these nogs, right? And then there in the corner here, they didn't even have any timber in the corner. This timber here, this sarking or this timber on the outside of the wall just went out like that, and then they'd done this weird join in the corner with these 2 boards. So I've put the corner back in. That's 6 inches solid timber there. You can't. There's another 2 in behind there. And then I done this up in here. I'm going to put a manhole up into the roof here. But you wouldn't believe the work I put into that. Do those angles and everything. I think it took me a day to work out how to do it. Well, not a day, but and then I put the studs in at 600. Well, these ones were pretty close, and then put the nogs in. So the nogs are at 600s. 1, 2, 3, 4, because it's 2.4 to the roof. So that's really for the and then I think the first video I done was on this wall here. And I haven't put the window in. The window is actually covered over. But what I did want to show you is how much timber I put into this wall. So there was only 2 studs in the whole wall what were actually doing anything. And that was one there And then you can see the other one way down here. This one here. And that, I'll stand back a bit and you can see that's double up in the corner there for the wall. I'll do another video when I put the window in. The windows is a covering over the window. It's been fighting the weather at the moment. So there's what, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's 13 studs, and the studs are obviously the ones that go from the ground to the roof. And then I've put an extra row of timber up the top there. And she doesn't move. I went to build this wall across here. You can see the new wall here. I went to build it across, and then the hot water cylinder was in the way of the wall. So I built 3/4 of the wall. And you see up in there, I don't know if you can see. Oh, it does go lower. See that? That's Carry. Looks like the Carry slates. So shows you how old it is. It was before they even had iron here. And you can see up there where they chopped. See where I repaired all the top plate there, where they chopped it through the chimney. You can actually see up in the roof there where I've got to still repair the roof. Look, where they chopped it all away, where the chimney must have been where it originally went onto the chimney. And now it's all just floating in the air. It's been like that, I don't know, 50 years or so. I redone all the floor, put a new bottom plate in, reinforced all the floor. Yeah, anyway, I can't, this is, you can see everywhere, yeah, I'll show you on that, everywhere where the chimney was touching the timber, look at it. That's, if you want to see some building, look at this, man. She's annoying me. Oh, I can't wait to I see these big 4-inch, I think they're 5s actually, where I've screwed it into the other building, because that building over here wasn't attached to this building. They were just sort of sitting against each other. Right. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I can't wait until this window in, and I'll show you the end result of doing that.
Anyway, ticking along. Hope you're having a good one. I'm having a good one. Dux is out.